Hello, so if you are seeing this video, it means that you have finished the vocabulary activity and you have read the article. And so now you should have a packet that you can keep in your math folder. And I'm just going to basically help you figure out the directions for each worksheet. That is the only job of this video. So if you look at the bottom of your worksheet, it should say that you're on Math Masters, page 367. And we're going to look at the examples and follow the directions, and that's going to help us to know what to do for numbers 1, 2, and 3. So we are looking for symmetric patterns. Now remember, symmetric means that it's going to be the same on both sides. So the directions are to look at the pinwheel patterns below and then notice how the arrangement changes the number of lines of symmetry. So we have like the same pattern across all four examples, but they've been colored in differently, and that's going to affect how symmetrical they are. So if we look at the first example, we already know that there's 4 lines of symmetry because they told us so, but let's make sure that we fully understand what that means. So if I were to cut this paper across long ways, across here, I'm going to see the same exact shape on both pieces, half pieces of paper. So there's going to be a triangle and a rectangle on both sides. So if I were to fold down this line of symmetry, I can see that both sides are going to be the same. This shape is really cool because I can also fold it long ways and diagonally, and I will have the same shape each time. So let's look at, if I fold it diagonally, I will have a triangular piece of paper with half of a square or a rectangle on both sides. So over here I have another triangular piece of paper with a rectangle. So I know that this is symmetrical 4 ways. And if you're not sure, the best thing you can do is to take your hand. I can't really show you, but you can take your hand and you can cover up one side and then cover up the other side and see if they look the same. Same with a diagonal. You can cover up this whole side of the diagonal and then this whole side of the diagonal and see if the pattern looks the same. So if we move on to the second example, we see that this has 2 lines of symmetry, which means it is not symmetrical when we look diagonally. Now that makes sense because if I take my hand and I cover up the bottom, I have a colored in triangle on the left side of my screen. But then if I cover the top, it's on the other side. So this is not symmetrical. Now I'm going to let you work with a partner to figure out why there's 1 line of symmetry in the next example and 0 in the following. And then you are going to work on numbers 1, 2, and 3 to draw lines of symmetry as you see them in these patterns, and then write the number of lines of symmetry that you see for each one below it, just like the example.